Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about Japan. I was just in Japan for the last 3 weeks and I have to say I'm terribly jet lagged, but we're going to get started on this video because it's fresh in my mind and I think there are so many things to say. So today I want to specifically focus on a fashion haul, like what did I buy, what do I regret not buying, that sort of thing. There will be other parts of this video like about, of course, interior design and different things that I learned on my trip there, just culturally speaking, and things of interest. So we'll get into those later, but for today, we're gonna talk about some goodies, some fun things that are in this bag and around me, and why I like them. So let's get to it. The first thing I just wanna say is that if you're going to Japan for the first time, the shopping is on another level. It's completely insane. The malls are like 13 floors high, 16 floors high. They're chock full of beautiful merchandise, but such an abundance that I felt completely overwhelmed. I didn't know what to look, where to buy. I probably didn't have enough time to really leisurely go through most of the places that I wanted to examine with the limited time that I was there because yes, 3 weeks is a long time, but we were exploring different places in Japan. So each place has its own, places to shop, and the luxury vintage resale is crazy. It's like stores and stores and stores that you can walk out of one and go into the next and the next and the next, and each one has different things. So I'll talk about that at the end of this video. I just have some tips for you guys if you're going luxury vintage resale shopping. So for now, let's get into what's around me and then we'll talk about the rest of it, shall we? First things first, these Miu Miu sneakers. This was actually the first thing that I bought the first day I was in Tokyo, and what drew me to them was the color and the style, and I love that they had customizable shoelace colors and little charms, so I chose this little leather rose. I love them. I think they're super cute and versatile because basically a neutral because you can wear them with any jeans and whatever shirt you want. So love these. The majority of the times that we went out shopping, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Onitsuka Tiger, but it's quite a well-known brand. And in order to get into their stores, you have to make a line. You can't just walk in. So we probably hit up about 4 or 5 of their stores because each store has whatever they have and whatever we all wanted. There were 6 of us. Sometimes they didn't have it at one store, they had it at another. So we had to make all these different lines on different days, but it is what it is. So they're known for their yellow. It was in that movie Kill Bill with Uma Thurman, if any of you recall that. So I got these guys, and then I got these really funky shoes called Duck Tiger, obviously hence the name because kind of like a duck beak, but they actually look really cool on. I know they're weird, but they look really cool on, and of course they do come with yellow shoelaces. And then the next ones, I loved these little slip-ons, kind of crochet. Since I live in Florida, I thought they were very appropriate, summery, easy to just slip on and go out. And then I got these. These are sort of like their classic style. They have them in many, many colors, including the yellow. I think these are the actual ones that they featured in Kill Bill, but in that mustard yellow. Very comfortable, I have to say, and super light and not crazy expensive. And lastly, same brand, I got these guys. They actually come in probably like 4 or 5 colors too, but I really just like the simplicity of the navy and the white, so I went with these. And then I got some really cute socks, all of us did, with the little embroidered tigers on them. I love them, and I could not leave without this guy, okay? It's just too cute. So last thing, 2 sweatshirts. I love them because super simple up front, but it's the back that's the catcher here. It's all embroidered and it's got different planes. This is almost like a rug tufting, and this is just embroidered, but super cool. That's the first one. And then number 2, even more simple up front, but super fun at the back, really textural. This is like a little mini rug. I just love them, so I had to take them. That's it for the Onitsuka Tiger haul. I know that was quite a bit, and that's only my part. My children got others, so we'll stop that there. Now I'm going to talk about this brand. I didn't know about it before. I was in Kanazawa at this beautiful hotel, and it was connected to a mall next door, which was awesome. So upon exploring that mall, I came across this brand, Fred Perry. It's very preppy. I just thought that their fabrics were really beautiful and their style was kind of a modern preppy. So I got this cute little cropped polo tee. Super simple, but very versatile. I got a little vest, also very wearable in Florida, and also, layerable. This was probably my favorite one, and it's what caught my eye and what made me actually go into the store. I love this one. I just love the texture of the fabric too. It's like a 3D knit, but I love the colors. And the one that I'm wearing, as you can see, it's kind of see-through, super light, so great for Miami climate. That's it for Fred Perry. They are a little bit on the pricey side, probably like $150 each. I know, not crazy, but obviously buying 4 of them, it adds up. But I love them, and I knew I wasn't coming back there, and I didn't see another one of their stores, so that was that. Then we're gonna move on to Coach. I wanted to go into the Coach store because my older daughter, Natalia, she loves Coach, and I figured that there might be something unique in the Japan Coach stores that maybe we don't see in the US, and sure enough, there were 2 things. I ended up getting this bag. It's got all these little puffy like stickers, patches. I guess the collaboration was with a brand called Brain Dead. I'm not really familiar with a lot of that, or what it's about, but it's got little charms. It does come with 2 different straps, a shoulder leather strap and a strap that allows you to wear a crossbody. So this same collaboration, the first thing I saw when I went into the store was this little rain jacket. I loved it, and of course it's mint. I mean, hello, how perfect is that? But it's got the same little puppy star stickers on the front and on the back, and I have to say, we came to Japan on rainy season. We were very lucky that the first 2 weeks of our trip, 2.5 weeks, we did not have rain. We did have rain the last 3 days, and it was sort of miserable because it was a steady drizzle. Little did I know when I bought this guy that it was gonna save my hind. So I wore it with me every time it rained, and since it's really lightweight, it doesn't, it's smishable, I could easily carry it with me, and it really did save me from getting wet a few times. So I think this was all a really good purchase. So now that we've gone through the other brands, let's focus on what was really my purpose in going to Japan, shopping-wise, was the luxury vintage resale. Japan is well known for that. There are several blogs out there about people talking about the places that they go to. There are a few very well-known stores and more on every shopping district that are not as well known, but still you can go, like I said, from one to the other to the other to the other for miles. But the more well-known ones that I shopped at were Brand Off, Vintage Coup. I found a lot of Vintage Coup in Tokyo. There was an Orange Boutique, but they specialize in Hermes. I did not come back with an Hermes bag. I did look, but I just decided not to. Amore Tokyo, that's a very well-known brand. I also went there. So definitely lots of places for you guys to check out if you're traveling to Japan and you're interested in this sort of thing. And I'm gonna just quickly go through what I got at these luxury vintage resellers. Now, before I go into that, I just want to say that I did have a short list of things that I was looking for. It is overwhelming when you go there. There's so much to look at, and each store has different things that you really need to be focused on your short list so that you don't get distracted and buy up the whole store of things that maybe weren't your priority. So I did stick, I think, pretty strictly to my priorities, and so here we go. My little one, Sophia, she found this really cool Gucci belt at a Brand Off, actually in Kanazawa, at the one that was connected to the mall. I loved it. I love that it's got the silver and the gold stars, so I like the mixed metals. It's something that I haven't seen before. I don't see it on any of the current Gucci collections. So really, really a cool piece. Heavy, but love it. And then I got this little mini. Now this was not on my list, I will confess. But it was so cute and in such good condition and so well priced. And because I'm a foreigner, if you have your passport with you, you should have your passport with you if you're going out shopping, you get tax-free. I just couldn't pass it up because it was just too good of a deal to leave, and I think I would have regretted it. So I brought this back. My little one got the regular size version of this bag, but in a different pattern, and another little Dior bag at another store. And my older daughter also bought an old Dior Gaucho saddle bag and a Dior blouse. So everybody gravitated to the Dior stuff for some reason. All right, now I'm gonna move on to the real high-end stuff. And this was my focus. My main focus was Chanel ready to wear, because those pieces are kind of hard to find, just in general. And if you're looking for specific things, it's kind of like looking for a needle in a haystack, because not only do you have to find the piece that you want, it has to be in the price range you're willing to pay, and more importantly, it's gotta be your size. So when I went into where I bought these Vintage Coup in Tokyo, I sort of told the guy, look, this is the size I'm looking for, what do you have? And it saved me time because there were so many stores to hit and limited time in Tokyo that it was easier for me to just tell him that, and he pulled out everything that was in my size, and then I was able to choose, just try on and decide. So 2 things that I got there that day. I got this guy. He's kind of like a very dark gray with white, like a boucle type of tweed. It's not super heavy, and I love that it's tailored to the waist, so when you wear it, it gives you a silhouette. I thought it was awesome. And it wasn't crazy. The price wasn't crazy. It was still something that I thought, I will not find this for less, and I can get it tax-free, so it's coming home with me. Number 2, just a very classic woven textured blazer. Very classic buttons, almost a bit nautical, I would say, but it's got the Chanel buttons. I just love the details on these. Like, they have the chain inside. It's just really beautifully made. You can't go wrong with a black blazer, like a basic black blazer, right? This is not as fitted as the other. It's more of a loose blazer, which I love because it lends itself to wearing with jeans and being a little more casual, where the other one is a little more formal. So I think that I did pretty well in, getting 2 pieces that are going to serve me well, for a very long time. And so, yeah, that's the extent of my luxury resale. As I said, there were many more pieces I probably could have purchased, but I had to stick to my plan because I didn't know what I was going to find in which city. So I kind of held strictly to that. But the one thing I did say to my girls is, if you see something that you want, let's just take it, because the probability that it's in another location, in another store, in another city, slim to none. So you see it, you like it, you take it, we're done. So that's my advice to you guys too, is if you see something, don't think about it too much. Unless you're able to come back that day to that store, you're going to be there more time, I wouldn't risk it. That's about it. I enjoyed my shopping, and I hope that you guys love what I got too.